on, you're Stocktonians.
If you don't already know, we have
All the way
some
from
super
Colorado.
special guests. We have the parents of our professor, William Story. Please come in and please let them know that you are the voice of Stockton.
Or at least the mother of the
There you
voice
go.
of
Yeah.
Stockton.
Come on, jump in.
Sure, pick one.
There you go. Pick a mic. Pick a mic. Any mic.
I have always been proud of this station here, and I'm very proud of our son Bill Story.
Or William.
I'm Bill Story.
All
Put
right.
embarrassing in there.
That was
Thank you.
perfect, perfect, perfect.
Thank you. Oh, sneak in here. Come on.
Come on,
Oh,
of course.
Been working away on this.
I'm Evelyn Preciado, and I'm the voice of Stockton.
All right.
Yeah.
We got some more here, Dana. Come on.
There you go. Jump in there. Have that dog.
And Story, you are not getting out of this one. You're gonna be the last.
My name is Anna, and I'm also the voice of Stockton.
Woo!
And,
And the dog.
and Cisco.
The wolf of Stockton.
The Wolf of Stockton.
He's the mascot.
Nobody else brave
No,
enough
your
to
dad.
step up there? Go ahead.
Perhaps. I'm Vern Story, and I am the voice of Stockton.
That's all right.
It's been a long time coming. 30 years ago, I was in this very booth doing my thing, learning how to be a radio person. My name is William Story, Bill Story, whatever you want to call me, the story. But my story is, this has been a wonderful adventure. I thank everyone that has participated in the process to help us get to the point where we actually have a KWDC LP Stockton. This is the voice of Stockton, and we will be the voice of Stockton for a long, long time to come, thanks to all of these wonderful people. Thank you.
Okay. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Happy New Year.
Where's our program director?
They got
at?
more
Come on,
people.
Gabe, get in
P-
there.
oh yeah, holy cow, PD.
Come on, Gabe.
My name is Gabe Alcantara, and I am the voice of Stockton.
We got a few more voices.
Hi, Gabe.
Come on in. Come on in.
Come on. Hello, everyone. My name is Miami, and I guess I'm the voice of Stockton.
Yeah.
Good guess. Please come in.
Hi, I'm Quincy Van Steenberg, and I also am the voice of Stockton.
No idea she was gonna be the voice of Stockton today when she walked in the door.
Nice, nice, nice.
Thank
All right.
you, everyone. And so we're gonna go ahead and play a little music. Actually, Don, why don't you tell them a little bit about the history of today, why today was so special for broadcasting?
Yeah, because, you know, the whole time we were feverishly working for this day, I kept thinking, oh man, maybe we should do it like in April. So today is, it's the first of the year. And what happened on the first of the year? Well, you know, all of us woke up this morning and we decided to come here. We were crazy for it. Crazy for it. But 106 years ago, something very significant happened on January 1st in 1909. So there was, back then they didn't call radio, they called it wireless. And so what it was is people would send messages from one point to another. And so there was a brilliant professor by the name of Charles David Harold, who was an electrical engineer. And he had the notion of sending a signal not just to one point, but to all surrounding areas. So he along with his loyal band of insane students, decided to build an enormous tower that housed 11,500 feet of wire, several miles of wire, and they were a broadcast station in the very real sense, in the first sense. And how he explained how he knew that he was a broadcaster is that he said, well, I had to build the receivers for everyone to listen. So he was going all around the valley in San Jose, building what they called crystal set receivers, and that's how they listened to radio signals back then. So he starts up the school, and he brings on board one of the immediate an attachment to him, became a very close associate, was a student by the name of Ray Newby. He was from Stockton, California, and he was only 16 at the time. It's quite interesting. He was also what they called wireless code instructor, which was the Morse code instructor. So some 16-year-old is teaching people how to do Morse code, and he's teaching people, college students. And on that first day, they had the brilliant notion of broadcasting music, which no one had done before. So on January 1st in 1909, it was actually at 9 p.m., which I hope you'll be able to hear us hopefully at that time as well. Hopefully we're still on at 9 p.m. But anyhow, they began to broadcast music on the airwaves to multiple locations, and it was the first ever musical broadcast. So that's a little bit of Stockton history. Like I said, he was from Stockton, California. I believe he lived down there in South Stockton on, I can't remember the name of the street now, but I've been listening to interviews, old-timey stuff, real cool stuff. And yeah, so we have Charles Harold to thank for broadcasting. They call him the father of broadcasting. And young Ray Newby, who had the gumption to play music on the radio. He loved to play, they like to play Victor Red Seal 78s because they were quality records. But they usually played Enrico Caruso. And if you know about him, I know the older, the mature people here know about
The honored citizens.
yes, the trusted, wise people here who know what good music is, know about Enrico Caruso. And if you've watched any of those black and white or old mobster movies, you know, of course, he's like a staple in that because was the most famous singer at the time, and still even history is one of the greatest tenors. So they played his records because, man, they could carry that sound a long way, man. That voice really traveled through the airwaves. So, and we have some of that too. We have some Enrico Caruso we're going to play today at 3 o'clock. And you'll be able to check it out, and we'll talk a little bit more about that. But yeah, that's why we wanted to do this commemorative broadcast today, because we wanted to, you know, to become part of this history and this long legacy of radio. You know, here we are now again, trying to be the first. You know, to think of this this radio idea back how it used to. You know, when I was coming up, I think that we really thought radio belonged to the people, and somewhere along the line we kind of lost that. But radio is no less powerful a medium. If you want to think about how does a person become a hit recording artist, they know they're a hit when they're on the radio. So radio is still very powerful, and radio is advancing because it's converging with the modern technology of the internet and video. So, you know, a modern radio station is somewhat of a TV station or somewhat of a video station. You know, it's all these things rolled together. So, you know, that's us putting our 2 cents in attaching ourselves to the history, and we would like to one day say that we've been, you know, on the air all these many years, and you know, we'd love to have a good positive influence in our community as well. So that's what today's broadcast is about. That's why we asked everyone to come out. That's why we're working.